Alright, light leaders, let's dive into the real story of Halloween. When you peel back the candy wrappers and fake cobwebs, what you find is ancient, sacred. Before there was Halloween, there was Samhain. The Celts saw it as a cosmic pause between life and death, summer and winter. It was a time when the veil between worlds grew thin, and ancestors could whisper through the wind. Imagine it, no streetlights, just bonfires glowing on hilltops, each one a heartbeat of the land. Then the Romans arrived, bringing Feralia, their festival for the dead. When Feralia met Samhain, two worlds danced together. Centuries later, the early Christian church tried to redirect this energy, creating All Saints' Day or All Hallows' Day on November 1st. The night before became All Hallows' Eve. Sound familiar? That's how Halloween got its name, but the magic never left. People still left food for spirits and wore disguises, not to scare, but to blend in with the unseen. You're traveling to another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. You're traveling to a world of realization. Your next stop, infinite balance. Welcome, light leader. Lean in for a second, because this story right here, it's one of those ancient ones that got passed down through time, picked up a few twists along the way, but still carries something real at its core, something cosmic. Let me tell you about Stingy Jack. Jack was that guy who thought he was slick, clever, witty, always outsmarting people. Even the devil himself. Yeah, that devil. The story goes that one night, Jack invited the devil out for a drink. But when the bill came, Jack, being stingy, didn't want to spend his own money. So he tricked the devil into turning into a coin to pay the tab. But instead of using it, Jack slipped the coin into his pocket right next to a silver cross, trapping the devil so he couldn't change back. Cold, right? Eventually, Jack let him go, but only after making the devil promise never to take his soul when he died. Fast forward a few years, and Jack passes away, but heaven's like, nah, we're good, and hell's like, you made a deal, bro, you can't come here either. So now Jack's stuck, no heaven, no hell, just wandering the space between. The devil, maybe out of pity, maybe just to keep the story dramatic, tosses Jack a single burning coal from the fires below. Jack carves out a turnip, drops the ember inside, and starts wandering the dark earth forever. That's why they called him Jack of the Lantern, Jack-o'-lantern. Now that's the legend, but here's where it gets deep. When those old Irish and Scottish settlers came to America, they brought that story with them. They didn't find many turnips, but they found pumpkins, big, bright, and easy to carve. So they swapped the turnip for the pumpkin, and that one simple switch changed everything. That glowing pumpkin became more than just a decoration. It became a symbol, a message. It said, even in darkness, you can carry your own light, and that right there, that's where the spiritual layer starts to unfold. See, if you look at Jack not just as some trickster, but as a soul, he becomes the image of every human walking through this world trying to find their way back home. Stuck between realms, not quite in the light, not quite lost to the dark, just wandering, with a spark in his hand. Now tell me that doesn't sound familiar, because that's the story of the Starseed. Starseeds are old souls who came from beyond this planet, carrying light codes from other star systems. But once you incarnate here on Earth, the memory gets foggy, the vibration drops. You forget who you are for a while. You start to feel like you don't belong, like you're caught between worlds, walking a path with just a little ember of truth burning inside you. That's Jack's light, that's your light. Every starseed walks with that same lantern. It's that part of you that knows deep down, I'm not from here. I'm just visiting, trying to remember why I came. And here's the part that gets me every time. Jack's lantern, glowing in the dark, isn't just about keeping evil away. It's about guidance. It's a signal. A reminder to all the wandering souls that there's light in the shadows, and home isn't always a place, it's a frequency. So let's flip this, because that old carved pumpkin on your porch, that's not just a Halloween prop. It's an ancient symbol of illumination. A ritual tool that goes all the way back to Samhain, the night when the veil between worlds grows thin. When the ancient Celts lit their bonfires, they weren't worshipping darkness, they were balancing it. They understood that life and death, light and shadow, are all part of the same sacred cycle. And when they saw the glow of those turnip or pumpkin lanterns in the night, it wasn't fear they felt, it was remembrance. It said, our ancestors walk beside us, the flame keeps us connected. Think about that. Every time you see a jack-o'-lantern's face glowing in the dark, you're looking at a mirror of your own soul. That's your inner fire saying, even when everything around me feels cold and lost, I am the light. Now, if you look at this through a cosmic lens, through the eyes of a starseed, you start to see the deeper design. Halloween, Samhain, jack-o'-lanterns. They all represent the moment when dimensions overlap, when the human self and the higher self start to sync up. The veil thins not just around the earth, but inside you. That's why so many of you feel more sensitive this time of year. Your intuition spikes. You get those VOO moments, those electric chills, those dreams that feel more real than reality. That's the universe whispering, hey, your light's still burning. Keep going. And just like Jack, you might feel like you're wandering between worlds sometimes, trying to find balance between your spiritual side and this physical life. But that's the assignment, right? To walk through the dark and become the light, to remember that the glow doesn't come from the outside, it's something you carry within. That's the real Halloween story. Not fear, not horror, not tricks or treats, but transformation. It's the soul remembering its own fire. So next time you light up that pumpkin, don't just see it as decoration. See it as a ceremony, a sacred act of keeping your spirit awake. Say to yourself, this is my light, my reminder, my spark. Because no matter how far from home you feel, you're not lost. You're just walking your own path through the cosmic night, and that light you carry, it's what guides others home too. So when you're standing there on Halloween night, watching the glow flicker through a jack-o'-lantern's face, take a breath, feel that connection. You're part of a lineage that stretches back thousands of years. Celts, shamans, starseeds, wanderers, all keeping that same flame alive. It's not about the story of Stingy Jack anymore. It's about the evolution of light itself. And that's what Samhain was always about. It's not the end. It's the in-between, the bridge between death and rebirth, earth and cosmos, human and divine. It's the moment when every soul, no matter where it's from, gets reminded of one powerful truth. You are the lantern, you are the flame. And your light will never go out. Let love guide you, not war. Stay tuned for part 5, where we're taking it even deeper. We're talking about the rituals of Samhain and how they connect all the way back to the Lemurians, one of Earth's oldest star civilizations. Trust me, you do not want to miss that one. We're about to unlock some cosmic memory you didn't even know you had. Thanks for watching, and if this resonated, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Peace.